Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope's amazing surprise. The kiss drama between Deacon and Taylor. According to the bold and the beautiful, Hope Logan is due for an incredible surprise, while Deacon Sharp and Taylor Hayes will deal with some kiss drama. Liam Spencer will organize an urgent, large-scale gesture at Brooke Logan's house. Fans are aware that Liam has experienced both real and fictional medical issues in recent months, and as a result, he has learned the importance of pursuing your goals. Since life is too short to live any other way, Liam intends to propose to Hope once more as soon as possible. Liam is going to make a charming speech and eventually pop the question, so Hope will soon be home to an incredible surprise. According to teasers for the bold and the beautiful, Liam will have an engagement ring ready for Hope, and he intends to put it on her finger and tell her the good news as soon as possible. Since Deacon and Taylor will also have an emotional moment soon, let's discuss theirs first. Deacon will want to be there for her as well, because Taylor has been a huge help to him in working through his challenging emotions. Taylor found it difficult when Rich Forrester swiftly remarried her after choosing Brooke Logan. Deacon will understand that Taylor is still in pain on a deep level, but he will also see it as a chance to let her live her life as she chooses. According to teasers, Deacon would encourage Taylor and try to persuade her that she may have a successful future without Rich. When Taylor cries in front of Deacon, he will believe that she can move on and will wipe away her tears. Before you know it, Taylor and Deacon will be leaning in as if they were about to lock lips. Watch this space for updates on whether Deacon and Taylor will share a kiss, as there will undoubtedly be some temptation to do so soon. In any case, Sheila Sharp will be furious if she sees how close Taylor is to her partner. Steffi's fierce protection is given to a couple. According to teasers for the bold and the beautiful, Steffi Forrester has returned from her vacation away from Luna Nozawa and may discover a new hobby. Her romantic moments with her husband John Finnegan were cherished by fans, who also praised her for confronting Luna while she was incarcerated. However, this brazen and outspoken mother and wife may have more in store. Find out how Steffi might be ready to rattle the canvas by reading on. Steffi is the reason Daphne Rose is in Los Angeles. In an attempt to separate Carter Walton and Hope Logan, the renowned perfumer was called in, but she proved unsuccessful. But since Liam Spencer ended the couple's relationship, Daphne has a shot with the FC attorney. Is she going to be able to connect with Carter? When Carter and Hope staged a revolution at Forrester Creations, Steffi was shocked. However, she saved her particular rage for her nemesis Hope. Steffi accused Hope as having a negative impact on Carter, but now both unbelievers are once again under the. Steffi could want to pair her up with Carter in order to please her best friend now that Hope is no longer involved. Since Daphne risked everything for Steffi, there ought to be some sort of restitution, a little tit for tat. How long will Carter put up with sensual Daphne thrusting herself at him? He's lonely without Hope. Although Carter and Daphne get along well, Steffi might set up a push into more private areas. Fans, please let us know if you want Daphne to marry Carter and start a family. With Steffi playing the role of Cupid, everything appears to be going perfectly for Carter, who is in love, and Daphne, who is eager. However, as this is a soap opera, we can warn you that there will soon be a snag. Someone from Daphne's past might show up with a significant wrench to put into a blossoming romance, according to Sexy B&B Autumn spoilers. Stay tuned for updates on Steffi's potential meddling with Carter and Daphne as this plot develops. Bill's instincts, Liam's inspiration, and Daphne's condition. Finally, a recap of the bold and the beautiful is available. Daphne Rose makes things difficult for Carter Walton in today's episode. Additionally, Bill Spencer discusses Luna Nozawa's prison injuries with his family. Bill discusses Luna's prison injuries with the family at Spencer Publications. Bill believes the girl intentionally attacked herself. He desires for her to remain there and decay. However, will Spencer and Katie Logan raise the child? The topic is shifted to Liam Spencer by Will. Now that he is not dying, the man has clarity. Bill exhorts his son to retrieve Beth Spencer and Hope Logan. Hope, in Katie's opinion, is prepared for their reunion. Lope has always been admired by Will. Bill extols the virtues of their partnership. The Spencer men fight for what they want, Bill continues. Daphne introduces Hope and Brooke Logan Forrester to a new scent at Forrester Creations. They adore it. They mention Liam's second opportunity. It really puts things in perspective for me. Hope continues. Carter becomes uncomfortable and leaves with Daphne. Hope's love for Liam are questioned by Brooke. Interrupting, Deacon Sharp also wants to know the answer. Both Brooke and Deacon are certain that Carter is not the right man for Hope. Hope claims she's only attempting to be present when people press her about Liam. Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, is mentioned by Hope. Brooke and Hope oppose Deacon getting back together with his wife. They quarrel over Sheila's involvement in the Luna case. Sheila is bad for you, says Hope. According to the man, love is difficult and fleeting. Hope is told by Brooke to stop wasting time. According to the girl, things with Liam aren't always simple. Hope should cherish her time with Liam and Beth, according to the mother. Carter and Daphne converse in another office. She wants to know if being in the room with Hope was difficult. According to the COO, the nose was correct all along, it would never have survived. He was facing a whole family, and Liam will also have Hope's heart. As supper is presented, Carter exclaims how amazing Daphne is. Her beauty is beyond Carter's comprehension. He's ready to let her go. But he'll have to earn it, Daphne argues. No one's heart will hold her in second place. She doesn't need to be saved, but Carter acknowledges that he has a tendency to fall for women who do. For him, it's something new and thrilling. They share a kiss. With Luna, Steffi just made a grave error. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, she ought to have discovered this by now. Since it is very obvious that Steffi Forrester committed a grave error with Luna Nozawa, it is obvious that we are discussing her. In other words, she ought not to have visited Luna while she was incarcerated and made the threats she did. Luna knew she would be released quickly when Steffi assured her that she would not exploit her defenseless child to get her out of prison, and that she would make sure it never happened. This woman simply cannot be stopped. Naturally, BMB fans expressed their opinions on social media. You'd think at some point that Steffi would figure out that storming off to taunt a crazy person never turns out well for her. Some people even said in their comments, "Luna is going to go the 'it's too dangerous in here for me' again," wrote another critic. She will scream and beat herself up once more because she fears for the baby's life. And so on. Place the insane person in solitary confinement. Additionally, this comment was made. How could Luna be incarcerated? She could only be incarcerated pending trial at this time. Luna would still only be in jail awaiting a sentence hearing months away even if she entered a guilty plea, which you know she wouldn't. Perhaps the authors are unaware of the distinction between jail and prison. Luna will not remain incarcerated for very long. I'm going to assume that will breaks and assists Luna in leaving lawfully. Daphne and Brooke Hope Carter sample the newest fragrance at Forrester Creations. They were all in agreement that it would be the ideal addition to HFTF. The topic of discussion then turned to Liam's recovery and current state of health. Hope was urged by Brooke to give Liam another chance. When Deacon heard Liam's name, he came into the room. He has always been an avid follower of Lope. Hope was urged by Deacon to follow suit. Hope claimed to be content with the present. She intended to draw attention to Deacon's marital issues with Sheila. But Deacon informed them that at this point, they were merely looking for a separation. They don't plan to get divorced. In any case, Hope instructed her father to permanently ditch Sheila. She emphasized the unbreakable link between Sheila and Luna. Love is difficult, Deacon told his daughter. Additionally, he counseled her to keep Liam close at hand. Everyone wants Hope and Liam to reunite. Brooke assured Hope later in the show that neither she nor Deacon were putting any pressure on her. But she's happier with Liam than with anyone else. Hope still remembers the reasons for her initial divorce from her ex. He wavered between her and Steffi, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, who gave birth to her fifth son, during the majority of their marriage. She didn't want to experience heartbreak once more. Hope needs to think about what she wants to do next, even if she had a good time with Liam and Beth. Entering into another relationship that is certain to fail is the last thing she wants to do. She has previously done that with Thomas and Carter. Hope was counseled by Brooke to trust her intuition. Her daughter's continued love for Liam was evident to her. Hope thinks that both of them have already learned their lesson. How could I not love him? She continued. Is Hope's desire for Liam's return sincere? Or is she rescuing their family by doing this? Bill meanwhile urged Liam to stand up for his rights. After all, he is a Spencer man. Forrester's new designer showed off some old man style at Deacon Remy's dreary apartment, which he intended to wear on his first day of work. By the way, Remy reminded his boyfriend that, "It's better if you don't mention me at work." Too much? Remy acknowledged that something had previously occurred, but he refrained from publicly stating, "Well, if you must know, I created fake nudes of Electra Forrester." "Tell me anything," Deke reassured his honey lovingly. Could Remy, though? Was he actually able to? It seems that Deke has forgotten how horrified he was to believe that Remy and Luna were pals. Consider his reaction if he found out that his new coworker had been terrorized by his partner. In any case, Remy pushed Deke out the door without talking about it, acting as though Hope's brother would face consequences for arriving late for work. Luna took pride in her battered appearance while incarcerated and assured her cellmate that she wouldn't betray her. Nor did she. Luna simply sobbed when the prison doctor arrived, claiming that she needed to be released for the sake of her pregnancy, and that the ladies on the cell block detested her. After Luna's examination, the doctor called Will and recommended that he visit the soon-to-be mother to have a face-to-face conversation. To find out what precisely. Obviously, Will didn't say to the doctor, "Look, I'm not going to bake a file in a cake for the psycho who raped me." Sheila pestered Deacon to get through this together and return home while they were at Il Giardino. "Daddy, you are sorely missed," she remarked. "And doesn't that always frighten us all?" Even though Deacon rejected his wife, he allowed her to continue her lies, saying that the lying and the scheming stopped the day I got married to you. Despite having already killed the therapist and slaughtered the majority of her family, Sheila stated that she didn't mind Deacon seeing Taylor since she believed it was a step toward bringing him home. If only Los Angeles weren't such a tiny city. She and Steffi revisited the shrink's resolve to leave human Waffle Ridge in Taylor's office. "Are you seeing another man?" When Mom indicated she planned to live life to the fullest, Steffi inquired, as though that was Taylor's only option for moving on. We all understood that her daughter was growing closer to Deacon than appeared therapeutic, even if the shrink assured her that she was not dating anyone. Sheila surmised this as well. The doctor told him that she had gone to see Taylor following her husband's most recent session. Toward the end of the show, Deacon said he was shocked that Sheila had visited Taylor. Taylor then questioned him about whether he believed he and his wife still had a future together.